with that.
So she's asking you, what do you want the flow to look like? So we know how would you like this please leave. How would you want this conversation to take place? Yeah, Kaya leave and Kaden out, please.
Why?
Alfalfa.
Because you're being loud.
I'm not.
You
Leave the
are.
door open and get the chili over
I would
here.
like for you to leave.
Ow.
I want all non-viable parties to leave, which means if you're not in this conversation, you're leaving the room.
Down. Okay, get Kaya out, Kaden, please. Here.
Thank you.
Or get Alfie out at least.
You really brought me a finger snap of chili.
Yeah, no.
Good, I didn't see it.
Get down.
This is the end of it?
No, it's not. It's not.
No, I use spoon so I can put some in it because I'm feeding for people. Probably someone wants more.
So you were being considerate of others?
Yes.
I appreciate
Probably
that.
someone wants some in.
But remember, when I tell you, if you get some, or you get some for other, you get them enough so you know that they'll be satisfied. You don't get so much that you don't think about other people. So do you think I would have liked a little bit more than this?
Obviously.
Just think about it. You were being considerate of others, but you weren't considerate of me. So if you were putting it in a bowl, please leave. I want you to leave. But I want you to leave because you keep yelling Kaya out in the background. Nobody else is worried about Kaya but you. Just leave. It's okay. The noise is the problem, and so you just keep making noise. Just be quiet.
Do you have any dollars, Michael? Yeah, you do. He's trying to listen to you and be like, I don't have any money. Where did Bella's at?
Don't break for her.
Yeah, you should because we're trying to go to the store and get a snack.
Do you think I'd want some more chili than that? Just think about it. Would you want more chili than that?
No.
Well, Mommy, you want to leave? Why do you keep coming in here?
Do you have any dollars?
I don't.
Please
Oh.
leave.
They're not
What
going
happened
to.
to all your money?
You
took his money and never paid him back.
No, I did.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Did I not?
You owe somebody some money.
Shoot, well then I need the money I gave you, huh?
Yeah, you.
Is that gone?
I ain't got no money.
I just sent you money yesterday.
Money,
I spent all that.
Yesterday?
Yeah, we spent all the money. You was out big time balling yesterday.
No. Literally, I sent you money last night for the McDonald's and the leftover.
Oh, I haven't checked my account.
I was about to say, you spent it
I
already?
gotta go order
Wait,
that cake today.
Huh?
I gotta go order the cake.
Yeah, we need to.
I would like to focus on the matter at
When is
hand.
Ray getting home? Cause I work at 6.
I would like to focus at the matter at hand. So can the Appleton men leave the room?
Leave, please.
I don't know.
What happened to the TV door?
The cord is right there. Is the front room clean? The bathroom clean? You guys need to make sure you're scrubbing the toilet. You're not just leaving your stuff in the toilet, okay? You
Michael,
can take
I
it.
please have the dollars.
I don't have any.
Can I please have your dollars, Michael?
Stay strong, Michael.
Stop.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you do. Because I need something.
Just like Angel don't pay you back, Bailey don't pay. Bailey
I
pays you
do
back
them.
sometimes.
I pay you back with
You
my...
gotta be consistent.
You didn't pay me back yet. One day I get.
You do owe him $7.
My dollar, and you didn't even pay
I
me
keep
back one
forgetting.
day.
I keep
She
forgetting.
don't, and she get paid every other week and keep playing you.
Yeah,
That's not what's happening.
That said
here.
something
I
about her integrity to me.
Shush.
one day, Mom.
It's not even about my integrity. What about your integrity coming to business
My
like
dollar,
this?
and I don't
Instigating.
never pay me back.
I know. Now go.
Reason.
No reason. Now please leave.
And we need some dollars, y'all.
Where them dollars at?
Yeah.
Shut the door.
Bye, Mom.
Shut the door.
Bye.
See ya. All right. So, why did you stop smacking?
Because I didn't like it. I stopped smacking because first it was nasty, first of all. Second of all, I didn't like it when other people did it.
At what point did you?
Michael, stop.
See, I don't have no money.
And you gotta stop leaving your safe just laying in the hallway like anybody could get you. Like we don't know the password is 000.
Oh, it is? Thanks.
Right?
Mom,
Mental note.
That was the
Right? See, are you,
secret.
whose side are you on?
Who didn't know the password was 000?
Me? I don't care about anybody else's password until it's useful for me. And his safe has never been useful for me. But now it is. Because I know the
Alright.
password.
So you think it's nasty?
$1 from that?
I didn't steal it, I grabbed it.
And when you hear other people, it sounds gross. Do you watch mukbangs?
I used to.
Why don't you watch them anymore?
They don't smack.
I'm asking you why you don't watch them anymore. I don't know.
Because I don't know why I don't watch them.
It's just that content doesn't interest you anymore. Okay. I mean, all mouth noises matter to me. So, a smack is a juicy mouth is a it's all the same to me. When did it become nasty to you?
It's always been nasty to me.
So why did you do it?
I didn't know I did it, Mom.
So you were unaware. But while you were smacking, I'm curious. So while you were smacking, you didn't know you were smacking.
No, I'll eat it. Because you just said that every mouth noise to me is smacking. I would be eating with my mouth closed and say, you're smacking. I'm not.
But you stopped smacking.
Yes, to my degree. I stopped. I eat with my mouth closed. If you hear something in my mouth, it's not smacking. Mouth's closed.
Present day.
Angel, can you go to QT for me after the
Okay.
conversation?
Alright, so we know that you were unaware. Where did you get money from? You went and robbed that little boy?
No,
You irked my soul.
I didn't.
Where did you get money from?
My room. This is the $2 from yesterday that you gave me. This came from the drawer, and this is my change. Right?
Oh, and you even took all the money from over there. There was $700 in there.
Yeah.
Unaware you were smacking. But every time you were corrected, you corrected it. Because you became aware, or you were like, I don't know what they're talking about, but like, why did you correct it every time you were corrected?
Because I wanted you guys to stop talking.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was her motivation.
Because I wanted to shut y'all up. So honestly, you didn't stop smacking until you became aware that you were smacking. What happened that you became aware? Because this is quite recent, so you should remember. Think about it. You got time, I got it right.
I just stopped smacking.
I have
You would tell me that I
$5.10.
smacked. That's it.
But I've been telling you to stop smacking for years.
And I stopped smacking.
In that moment, but you would start smacking again. But now you consistently don't smack. You don't eat with your mouth open, right? What happened? Pay attention to yourself. Huh?
I just told you. You told me to stop smacking, and I stopped smacking.
No, and what I'm telling you is I've been telling you for years to stop smacking. So that can't be what triggered you to finally stop smacking. So,
What's nasty about it?
so you,
That's not nasty for me.
You're not seeing it though.
you're hearing it, but that's not the point. Stop taking her off track. I'm trying to get her to figure out. So if you know, why are you trying to pull the conversation to different like, I see what you're doing, but it's like I'm trying to take her down a certain road for her to realize something happened. She keeps saying it's because I said to stop smacking. And that's not true, because I've been telling her since she was 4 years old to stop smacking. And she never stopped until now.
Why are you
What
mad?
happened?
I just gotta get my candle.
Okay. What happened?
Me?
Not when you got killed.
What? Do you want them bumping around and being loud, or do you want them to sit down with devices?
Never mind.
Okay. Good job focusing on Angel. because I'm very aware of what's happening right now. And so I'm just curious. Think about that. What happened? You don't have to tell me now because you probably never thought about it. That's not true. What was different? Okay, if me... So something happened where you realized you were doing it, though. And you stopped completely. You didn't just outgrow it. Something happened.
You told me that I smacked, so I knew I smacked. I just stopped smacking.
But you've been being told that you smacked for the past 6
So
years
there.
of your life.
So one day you're like, I am smacking.
Gross. Ah,
Like something happened. Either somebody.
I'm a smacker.
I'm hurt. Oh my God. I hate myself. No, the point that I'm making is either someone that's important to you, clearly it wasn't me. Someone whose opinion that you value.
Help us out.
No, it wasn't me because I've been telling her for years and you still did what you want to. But someone that you value, present day, brought it to your attention, and so you started paying attention to yourself. So maybe there's a boy that gave you feedback, or maybe there's a friend that gave you feedback. I don't know. Only you know when you roll back your yada yada. That's why you journal, so you don't have to remember. Just go back to your journal. You overcoming smacking, something that you've been plagued with for years, is a big deal. Breaking a habit is a big deal. And if you figure out, did I break my habit because I realized I was smacking and I started paying attention to myself? Now you know that you're capable of paying attention to yourself. I realized I was doing something that I stand in judgment of. That's really big. If you realize that you're a hypocrite, you could check yourself left and right. So that's why I'm like, how do you know? What woke you up to the fact that you were smacking? Anyway, moving on. What Adoy was saying is, can you have some compassion for a smacker because you were a smacker?
No.
Why not?
Because she, literally.
No, I said, I didn't say nothing about her.
No, I'm
But
not.
you're-
I'm just telling you why.
Can
I
I
can't
give
have
you-
compassion for her.
Oh, but that's not what I
No, I
asked.
just can't have compassion in general because I tell people to stop smacking and they just continue to smack. It's not like they try to close their mouth while they eat. They just continue to smack.
But you used to smack.
Mom, can you stop going to that point? I know I used to smack, Mom, but I said what I said. I don't, no, because you're saying, Bill, you used to smack. I know I used to smack, Mom, but smacking still annoys me.
I used to pee in the bed.
Does it?
No.
No, but if you were sharing a bed with somebody and they peed in the bed, wouldn't that bother you?
Ooh.
Mom, wouldn't that bother you?
You're adding another debate. No, I'm asking. Yes, it would, to answer your question. Yes, it would.
See, so just because you peed in your bed, it shouldn't bother you?
I think you're arguing a different point.
No,
And that's a
not.
point that you
It's the
should
same
be
point.
mindful
Because you're
of as
saying,
well
because
for yourself.
you used to smack, so why is smacking bothering you? I told you why it bothers me. You keep asking the question.
No, I'm not asking you why it bothers you.
But then why are you saying, but you used to smack?
I wish I could finish my sentence. Are you going to allow me to finish my sentence now? Okay.
She's in an attitude stuff though. You see, she's very settled with the, like, she's not dropping
She's working on it.
But you need to drop it. When you come to people and be like, I want to redo this again, you need to give 100% respect, and you're not.
Yeah, I think at this point you understand the things that are forms of disrespect to me. So you are still choosing to be disrespectful. If I wanted to be a hard nose, I would just tell you to leave the room and try again. But I'm going to let you be great. But it has been brought to your attention that you're still choosing to do behaviors that are deemed disrespectful, and you've been told that for years. So this is your only warning. Okay? So pay attention to yourself, just like you paid attention to the fact that you smack. This is going to continue going back to the smacking because you started paying attention to yourself. So for you to sit here and not pay attention to yourself when you've proven that you can, now we got a problem. Does that make sense? Because you're darting your eyes like you don't understand. Do you understand what I just said? So anything that I deem disrespectful transpiring right now. Now, this isn't a lecture situation. This is we're just sitting here having a conversation, so you're allowed to feel casual. So this is the same thing when we were doing the Okay, we're lawyers having a conversation. We're in a bar. We're in a conference room. We're in this. We're in this. We're having a casual conversation between women. That's what we're doing right now. So you don't have to sit and stare in my eyes and show me respect and sit straight back and stuff like that. You don't have to do that. But you do have to be respectful for this setting. Do you understand? Think about what you would do if you were sitting around talking with your friends. That's what I want to see. Anything besides that, we got a problem. All right, so it's going to keep rooting back to smacking because this is where the conversation started.
Yeah, it's not even about the smacking. It's the fact that you have a problem with someone doing something that you once were.
And I used to pee in the bed. I no longer pee in the bed, but I can have compassion for someone who does.
You don't shame someone. You don't want them to be around because of their past.
And there's people that I know that still pee in the bed, and I can't say, well,
It's like
just because I stopped, they need to stop or whatever. I still show compassion. Look, I get it, but you need to figure it out. It's exactly the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's something you used to do. You no longer do it, and somehow you think you're separate. You overcame something, so you know it can be overcome. So you want to just write off an entire person because of a behavior that you had? I should have wrote you off when you were 4 years old. And maybe that's what I demonstrated to you. Like, I treated you a certain way because you smacked, and now you feel you could treat people a certain way because you smacked. I don't know. But you need to have compassion.
Because it's bigger than just smacking.
It's bigger than smacking.
And that's what needs to be
dug into.
Right, you can't talk about you want to stop talking about smacking, but you're not understanding the point of why the word smacking is relevant. It's just to bring up an example. It's not the actual lesson.
I came here because I want to talk about why I should be forced to hang out with somebody I don't want to talk to. And you guys are saying that I'm being a fake friend. Me inviting her to my home to hang out with me, it's like, and when if she's gonna be there, and she's just gonna talk to me. The only one she talks to me is the only person available. She's gonna talk to me, not me.
Then why are you having a problem with you?
Because I
guys
want
not
to talk to.
It's not about that. You were just on the phone and wasn't there. There's moments where you can have both. You act like each sleepover is the end of the world. Like, oh my God, this is the last sleepover I'm gonna have.
You really think some girl from the outside is gonna come in your house and dictate the flow in your home, and you're going to allow that? Is that how you move?
No, but it's gonna be the same as me leaving her out because she's gonna feel like I'm leaving her out if I only want to
That's not how you play it.
She's gonna, and I know she does this because she did it when we would hang out at lunch every single day. She would try to, I would be talking to her and she'd cut me off and start talking about whatever she wanted to talk about. And I had to wait until she finished. And I don't want to have to deal with that.
See, this is a problem.
Why?
Why? Tell us.
I don't know. I just asked why.
Hold on.
Yeah, you seem like you have codependency.
I don't have codependency.
What's codependency?
Depending on somebody else.
This is his fault because she's the one who turned this into a trio. You did not turn this into a trio. You walked in and created a trio, but she didn't walk in to be a part of a trio. She came in to be a duo. So this is in a duo here, and is in a duo here. And I'm sure she has friends everywhere. And those friendships are okay because they don't collide. But this friendship between you and this is a duo, and this is a duo, and she doesn't know how to be in the middle. And you don't know how to share a friend, and she doesn't know how to share a friend. But the shared friend is, so this is this thing too. She said it doesn't have anything to do with me. It has everything to do with her because you guys wouldn't even be friends if it wasn't because of her. Which means if she wants to be friends with you, you need to have standards for yourself. Don't be a friend with someone who doesn't know how to be a friend to multiple, because when she comes and be friends with this person, it makes you feel a kind of way. Why do you feel a kind of way? Because look at me, because you need this visual. Wants to play both sides. You can't play both sides. There are no sides in a friendship. Is there a side in you and your best friend? Or is it kind of equal, friendship? Okay, we don't know what's going on over there, so we won't speak of it. But somehow, in this friendship, there's a side to play. And needs to learn. That's why I just told her, if one of them talk about the other one, shut it down. Don't play a side. That's not being a friend. Because if you're being a friend to her so she could talk about Angel, you're not being a friend to Angel. If you're being a friend to her or Angel so she could talk about her, she's not being a friend to her. So at some point, because she won't pick a side, because she keeps choosing sides, she's allowing both of y'all to get played. Do you see that?
Because she lacks standards for herself and the people around her.
Do you truly see that? Do you truly see her sitting there letting anybody talk about you is not friend behavior? Not that she's not your friend, that she's exhibiting not friend behavior. Do you see that? So now you have to develop some standards. In that, you hold yourself accountable and you don't talk about other people to her. Find something else to talk about. There has got to be something else that y'all have in common that you could talk about besides another human being. Is there? Or y'all only got other people to talk about? I'm asking.
What happened with that little girl at one time on the iPad? Like, there was some little girl and she was so upset and we were talking to her on the iPad together.
I don't know.
It's Angel now.
Oh.
I think it was that. Yeah, I think so. But I don't know what happened. Like, was she cussing or something? Like, what happened?
What happened when I was friends with her?
No, what happened when I was talking?
Something about an iPad. Do you remember the iPad incident?
Yeah, she was just.
Are there two dogs in here? Get out.
Because
Kaya.
it was on Messenger Kids. Like, I don't know. She just stopped talking to me.
Alfalfa, lay down.
Like, every other day she was moving houses and she couldn't talk.
But that's not what I'm talking about. What was the situation?
I don't remember.
She doesn't remember. All right, so you have to know that is playing both sides.
Dang, I really wish she could go to a different school and just find new people. Or honestly,
She has to learn how to be a friend. It's not the person. It's her learning to develop some standards.
I feel like she's still even shouldn't be around these people. She has better standards. Like, these people aren't really worth her time.
No, I think she has potential. Now, the other girl will get to her, but is playing both sides because she thinks playing both sides is being a good friend. But we all can agree playing both sides is not being a good friend, right?
Right.
Yes? No? What do you think, Angel? No? Yeah. What does no mean? Will you let them out?
I'm not going.
Yes, Angel.
Yeah, I don't know about these little girls.
You just everything. I don't know. We're just.
But I'm serious. Like, I was like that about Miss T. And then look how she turned out to be.
Well, there are many versions of the older version. And so we have to help Angel navigate this space.
I just feel like you shouldn't associate with these people.
If
like,
they don't,
I feel like her desire to be around these people is her issue.
then she'll grow into that space. But if she's in this space, you must teach her how to navigate it. The same thing is, I don't want you to have sex, but I'll buy you condoms.
No, but
This
I'm
is the
talking
exact.
about her mental standpoint on this. Like, she just wants, like, I just feel like she has a unhealthy commitment to, like, this, that. Why can't you make any other friends?
I do have other friends. I don't know
This is her best friend, just like she was your best friend, just like was your best friend. But you also see how that is imbalanced because you're out of that space now. So this is the space of compassion.
But y'all be trying to be like, well, you did. Well, honestly, I'm talking from the space of already doing it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't like when you guys like, but you like you're. I'm not telling. No, I'm just saying. In the past, it's always been, well, you told me it was bad to have multiple baby daddies. Like I remember that one time where you tried to flip it on and say that, well, you tried to make me feel bad about it. And it's like, I get what you're trying to bring up, but at the same time, I don't think it really like vouches for the conversation I'm trying to put out.
All right, so these are our definition cards.
When did you make these?
Because we all have different definitions.
No, I said,
of
when
things.
did you make these?
Oh, when me and Dre were talking, but the day after when you bought me all my goodies. An example must be relevant to the current conversation. If it's been resolved, the resolution is the example point. So we can add to these definitions, but what I'm saying is you're saying we in the past, because we've had no specifications for what an example looks like, we have used things that are irrelevant. So I apologize for that. But I believe it is relevant to give the example that you have been in friendships like these and you know that they're imbalanced. Therefore, you have been here. So now you can have compassion to know that she's not going to stay here because you didn't stay here and I didn't stay there.
But I feel like the sooner she learns it, the better. Like, it's great. It's like us seeing Michael want Robux. It's like, dude, you do not want these Robux. It's a waste of money.
But it's also what's interest. You have your version of it's a waste of money. I have my version of it's a waste of money. So we all can learn that we're wasting our time somewhere or we're spending too much time in a particular space. That's why she has us. Nobody told me, so I had to figure it out myself, but now I can tell you, but I didn't figure it out till 40, so now you don't figure it out till 19, but she gets to figure it out at 11 and 12.
She's not understanding that.
Right now, you didn't understand it either. You think we only have one conversation? Now we can only have one conversation.
I'm not saying anything about that, but I'm just saying she's not present to understanding it.
Yeah, but we're planting seeds and we're going to have this conversation over and over again, just like you and I have the same conversation about Pink Panther for over a year. 2 years. When I was still doing wood art, I remember us having a conversation about Pink Panther. You remember that?
Yeah, no,
so,
it has been 2 years.
Yeah, so it's going to take many different versions of the same conversation. But for us to just write her off like she's not getting it, I thought the same thing about you. And every time I have this conversation, I tell you, I'm not having this damn conversation with you again. But I keep having it and keep having it and having it different ways.
I want this snack though.
Okay, but your snack doesn't get to super. You can go. Me and Angel are talking, or you can wait, or you can wait for Angel to finish her moment. Your moment's not more important than hers. And you need to stop teaching her that your moment or somebody else's moment is more important than hers, because then she'll start letting people's moments be more when you're telling her to boss the fuck up, but not when it comes to me.
But she's not listening. So I would rather listen.
How do you know she's not listening? Angel, are you listening or not?
Advantage than for her to not listen at all.
Angel says she's listening. Are you in her head?
Her performance shows she doesn't listen.
Which she's working on her presentation.
No, I'm saying her overall performance. She leaves this room, she does the same exact things. She leaves this room, goes and bosses her brothers around after I tell her stop.
I literally text you what to say to him and you still send what you want. Okay. Same thing.
It doesn't matter.
It does. So give some damn compassion and stop. You're stopping the conversation by arguing shit you're guilty of.
Well, tell me when you're ready, because I want.
Because
I have to work soon. And
I know, and I want to finish this conversation. Stop arguing your point.
But look,
why can't you ask Dad to take you early so you can get your understand like QT?
Because he's not here, and we don't know when he's coming. And she wants it now. So playing both sides is not being a good friend. So we understand that. So why do you allow to not be a good friend to you? No, I don't know is an answer. We're not doing that anymore. Think about it. You got time. I got it right.
Do you go on a walk while we need to think about this or something?
Think about it. Why do I allow not to be a good friend to me? And start coming up with possibilities until you talk yourself into an answer. Keep talking. There's got to be more. Why is just being enough? Why do I got to keep asking you redundant ass questions? You know what the next question is. Is my mom going to be satisfied with she? I know she's not, because she's going to ask me, what does she mean? So why don't I already answer that? Because she's my friend.
Because I like her.
Because you like her. Yes, keep digging deeper. You want to have this conversation. Why do I have to fight you for it?
So is this a like that you feel like you want to just be in her presence no matter what, or what's going on?
So I need you to understand. I need you to understand that we are talking about exactly what you want to talk about. Because you need to identify what friendship looks like to you, and you would not even be in a place to have to invite a little girl that you don't like into your home if you didn't have a two-faced friend. And I'm not saying that she's doing it maliciously. She's doing it because she doesn't know how to say, hey, this is not what me being in the middle of a friendship looks like. She doesn't know that she can state her boundaries, but that still does not take away from the fact that she's two-faced. She's playing both sides. And now I can't do nothing about that child because that child's not mine. What I can do is point that out to you. This is the situation you're in, and you're choosing to be in it. Why? Because she's my friend. Why? Because I like her. If you like her, you're trying to tell me if you're in a situation of like, you will allow somebody to play in your face.
And
that's what you're
throw a
saying.
microwave at your head. That's basically what's happening here.
You're allowing somebody to throw a microwave at your head. Damn.
I'm telling you, like this is plain as day. You're allowing this little girl to run game on you just because you want to be friends. Why do you like her? Why is she? This ties into me telling you that these people are all the same.
And I'm not saying that. I'm saying you need to grow your friend by growing your standards. If she wants to be your friend, you need to tell her to get her shit. If she's gonna be in this friend circle, I can't be the only one complaining about her because you want to be. You don't like when she snips. You don't like when she smacks either. Does she like when she smacks? Does she say anything about it? I say anything about it? Or she just let her smack and then complain to you?
So do you think she talks bad about you?
So do you think that you guys need to stand in front of? Do you think that you need to stand in front of and be like, look, if you want to eat around us, you need to stop smacking. I don't care what you do when you're not around us. It's not just you, Angel. It's her friend. And together, you are saying, yo, you need to stop smacking. We don't like it. If you want, go eat over there. And when you're done eating, come back.
Would you describe yourself as a coward, Angel?
Can I just invite you as well on my set?
No.
Right, does it just have to be me?
Yes.
You're not present. So you're missing everything that's happening right now.
No, I'm listening.
Then why are we talking about the sleepover when we haven't even made it there yet? I'm trying to get you to the point where you tell your friends stop being two-faced.
Okay.
It's about your personal integrity, though. Can you handle telling somebody that? Can you put yourself in the middle between two people and put an end? Because this is, you can either lose your friendship to this, because ultimately you got like 8 months left of this if you're going to keep this dynamic up. You don't really have there's no longevity if you let things like this slide.
This isn't a healthy friendship. You have to, excuse me?
I'm confused what the problem is. I could tell her.
Yes, you need to tell her. You need to tell her, look, stand on, and you put your standards down. But your standards are so low that you let her talk, you let her sit and let people talk about you to her.
You let her sit and let people talk about you to her?
Yes, so they can go to and talk to her about you, and you allow it to happen. You go to and talk to her about and Ella knows that it's happening, and
I don't talk to her about it.
You just listen.
I'm confused.
She's telling an example.
what is your definition of talk about?
Talk about. I don't talk about her.
You don't say that girl's name not once.
I don't say me. I don't have to talk. I don't want to talk about her. So I don't That's it. I don't talk about her.
Now, and you don't say that girl's name once in the time that you're together? Not once?
No.
Okay. So how do you complain about her? Who do you complain about her to?
Well, I do complain about her.
Okay.
But
Just,
you're saying,
There's no but.
no.
but you're saying that letting me talk about her. Doesn't let me talk about her. She tells me to stop, that we should stop talking about her because it's not what we should do. Mom!
In the pie chart of life,
Mommy.
there's a 1% chance that you talk about, and that's what we want to address. And as beautiful as you want to make it out to be, she just admitted to me on the phone, so she just sits there and be silent and allows you guys to get it off your chest because she feels that's being a good friend. So you don't have to make up a story for your friend when she just told me. So if there's 100%, sometimes she shuts it down and sometimes she doesn't. Can we agree? Okay, and I'm talking about the time that she doesn't. Kudos to the time that she does. But the time that she doesn't, that's what we need to address. You need someone who is your friend that you love, that is your sister, to be 100% all the time, not sometimes.
Are you sometimes with people?
Does that make sense, Angel? How so? Please repeat it back to me in your words. Would you like to know our definition of demonstrating understanding?
No, I need you to say it again because
Demonstrate. Let me tell you my definition.
everybody.
Let me tell you my definition for demonstrating understanding. Being able to repeat the message sent in your own words with relevant examples. Apply the current or past resolution points before hypothetical. For example, Dre said my communicating via text can be a reason there's miscommunication between his children and I. So I said, you're right, because text can be interpreted through the lenses of the other person that it was sent. So I said, I understand what you're saying, something. You're right. And here's my example, because it can be misinterpreted through the lens of the person. So I demonstrated understanding. So now that we all understand what the definition of understanding is, in relation to two-facedness and allowing friends to vent about other friends, how could I handle that differently?
She could tell me to stop, or tell whoever to stop, or walk away. I don't know.
And how can you, as a friend who is a mutual friend to someone that you're not friends with, how can you elevate your standards of self to let know, hey, we don't do that here?
I could tell her, make my standard.
No, I could tell her like nothing. Tell me what you would say. We gotta practice. I don't. That's all I heard.
I said to make my standards high.
What are your standards, Angel?
I don't know.
Think about it. We're trying to help you.
You said my standards.
What are your standards?
No, I'm not setting your standards. You need to develop your standards. Clearly, the standards I set for you are to allow people to have conversation with other people that talk about you. So you don't want me to set your standards. So let's reevaluate.
I don't know what my standards are, Mom. I don't like people that talk about people. I don't like people that just, I don't know, make fun of each other to be friends.
But this is what you're in the middle of. So
But I don't.
how do you no, it may not be what you're doing, but this is what you're experiencing. Do you want better for your friendships, Angel? Do you want to be the best friend she could be to you? So how does she know she's not doing something that you know you deserve better unless you say something?
Because she isn't bullying anybody.
But she's allowing people to bully you.
Okay.
How about those apples?
Not okay. Demonstrate understanding. That really is making my skin crawl. Please stop. I don't think it's funny. Like, it really upsets me. How can you want better for yourself, Angel? This is the glow up you want to talk about.
My standards.
What does standard mean? I don't care about your standards. Tell me what you would say to her. Because she's going to say, well, what are standards? What? How do you know what she's going to say? So she doesn't care. So you're going to say the word standard. Oh my God, what the fuck are standards? What are your standards for brushing your teeth? Are they the exact same for how you wash your body? Are they the exact same about your friendships? Are they the exact same about how you No. We all know what the word means, definition. We are talking about you're not living up to my standards of friendship. And she's going to say, what are the standards? She is going to ask that because she wants to know, what aren't I living up to? Stop being daft. Like you choosing to argue when we're literally trying to give you your script. So when you go into the situation, you say, hey, it's not okay for you to play both sides. This is what I expect my friendships to look like going forward. And then I can say, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. I didn't realize that she was actually doing more damage by allowing people to talk about each other but not participating. Instead of saying, hey, don't do that with me. She didn't realize what she was doing until I just said something to her. So do you realize that she's doing stuff that she's not aware that she's doing, just like smacking?
Yes.
So how are you going to bring it to her attention?
I don't like that. I don't like that you allow people to talk bad about your friends, and I think you should change it. Or
We're talking about you.
I just said friends.
We're talking about you.
About me.
Thank you.
I would like you to change it.
Change it to what? Shut up. You're antagonizing and I don't have the energy for it.
I'd like you to change it, and I'd like you to be able to shut it down.
Because I feel
It doesn't serve our friendship.
beautiful. So you told her what you expect. You told her what she's doing incorrectly that's offensive to you. And you told her why. It's the why that's going to give the understanding. It doesn't feel good. That's not what friendship looks like. That's how it looked. But now that I know more, that's not what friendship looks like. That's fair, isn't it, Angel? And is friend enough that she should be able to take that feedback and probably change, right? Just like she doesn't have to accept dysfunction as friendships. Everything I said to her, I say to you. You can live the life that you know you deserve at your 12-year-old age. You don't have to accept it. You control these friendships. And the reason why is getting invited into this house so we can end this conversation, because I'm over it now. The reason why is being invited into this house is because she is the friend of your friend. And either fixes it or you fix it. Or you're not in the friendship. Because you over here being a fake friend. Over here being a fake friend.
I said I didn't want to be friends.
Listen to me. That's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is have a conversation. So I will be having a conversation between the three of you guys.
Well, I don't sleep over?
Yes.
See, that's why they want to have sleepover.
Then they don't have to come. You do it my way or it doesn't happen. You choose. I just want an hour of your time. Y'all got 16 hours together, however many 12 hours together. I want 1 hour or it doesn't happen.
Can I invite?
No. The conflict is between you and after this conversation, Skylar coming to your birthday party? But she can't come to the sleepover because you don't like her. Do you see how stupid that is? She could come to your birthday party, but you don't like her.
Because she knows about the birthday party. I didn't tell her about sleepover for a reason.
She shouldn't be at the birthday party, whether she knows or not. There's tons of kids that know, but they can't come. You don't see how that's fake friend energy? You don't like her, but you invited her to your party. You don't see how that's fake friend energy? Okay.
But I told her that that I only invited a certain set of people. She just kept begging me to invite her, so I did.
I don't care why you invited her. You invited her. And if you can admit that you're manifesting fake friend energy, you can stop. And if we have this conversation at your sleepover, it can be decided that you stand on, you don't like her. She can stand on, I don't like you. And that doesn't mean dislike. That just means you don't have any qualities that I would call friend. She has qualities that we'll call friend. And needs to learn how to be friend to both of you. Has all kinds of friends, right? Not just you two, right? And I bet you those friends could give a shit less about you. And you give a shit less about those friends. But because the three of you share space for some reason, do you know the other friends? Do they go to your school too?
Who?
Any other of his friends? Any other of his friends, do they go to your school and you know them?
Yes.
Why don't you have a problem with them?
Because they're my friends as well.
But Tyler is not also your friend. So if you want to have the peace that you listen, you can rebuttal in a second. You need a pen and paper so you can write it down. If you want the peace that you experience with those other people, with the triangle, you need to figure out how to like, and we can talk it out. Because she has some maturing to do too. She's not done growing. Just like you're not done growing. I'm sure she has her angel does these things that you may not even know that you do that are annoying. But she can be your mirror and let you know, hey, this is what you do. And now you can grow. Have some fucking patience and some compassion with the girl. And if there's absolutely nothing there to like, then stand on it. But if you want the mutual friendships that you have with all these other people, one, you need to elevate your standards of what friendship looks like so that this definition of friendship can also grow. Because this playing both sides can't be it. And then y'all stand on something. If y'all three plan to continue to move together because you ain't got no other choice, get along. Y'all both got a problem with her eating with her mouth open. So both of you say, either close your mouth when you eat around us, or don't eat around us, or go and get some business. So she's either gonna close her mouth, she's not gonna eat, or she's gonna get gone, period. She has three choices. Every space you got three choices. Do as asked, do as you desire, or get the fuck out. Compromise is in there somewhere. Go ahead.
But if doesn't take it the wrong if she takes it the wrong way, I have to stay with her. She has to because if she doesn't like to hear what I don't like about her, she gets upset. She's just gonna be in the house.
Well, she can go home.
But it's not going to.
This conversation.
I don't know. At some point, it'll be organic.
Because I wanted to the day after my birthday party to go to the mall, and then they'd stay that night and go home the next day.
So you're trying to have a 2-night sleepover now?
It's a 1-day sleepover.
The night of your birthday is when they're going to spend the night, and then the next day they're going home. And if you want to go to the mall, Dre works. I'm not sure how that works out for you or what your plan of action is, but just is invited to the sleepover. After the sleepover, goes home, you and go to the mall. You continue your plans. Just because someone is invited to one piece doesn't mean they're invited to the other. That is not what's happening. I didn't say invite every child to the birthday party to your sleepover. I am saying there is a friendship trio that needs a fucking intervention, and this birthday party and this sleepover is a perfect opportunity so that we can hash this out. So after this, you ain't gotta pretend no more. You're not handling your business, so I'm in it. After your birthday party, you ain't gotta pretend to be nobody's friend ever again if that's what you decide. After your birthday party, you're gonna learn how to work together if that's what you decide. After the birthday party, she's over there and you're over here if y'all decide. Do you understand? Would you like a resolution or you want to live in confusion? So that's what this
I
is.
just don't think the best place is a sleepover.
I think so. And if she chooses to go home, then she can. But I think that you guys are going to end up laughing and giggling. I honestly do. Because your problems with her aren't that. Or you wouldn't ask to go play with the little girl. You wouldn't go eat at her house. You wouldn't invite her to your birthday party. If you detested this child, no. We have been having this conversation since last year about this little girl. You have been playing with this little girl since last year. And so when I say last year, I mean last school year, not last whatever. I don't know. I'm talking about you literally became her friend whatever this last school year was. That ended like a couple weeks ago. That's what I'm talking about last year. Whatever grade you just left, 6th grade, that's what I mean last year. Last school year.
Because I met her in October and then basically I didn't like her because she was better than I started being friends with her and I liked her and then she just got annoying.
I remember. And that's since we've been talking about her. And that's when you said you didn't like her and you still haven't liked her. But I'm curious if you don't like her, it's because of superficial things that can be worked on or character flaws that you're like, yeah, you're not my kind of person. If it's you have to understand, Angel, if you figure out how to work through this and navigate this, you learn how to work through this and navigate this, you learn how to work through all difficult relationships. Every time you run against something that's difficult, you can push it away or you can actually grow yourself. Figure out how to navigate this. Figure out how to end the relationship properly or sit in shitty relationships for the rest of your life. Figure out how to compromise with someone or figure out how to be in conflict with people for the rest of your life, or figure out how to walk away from some shit. Or if I already said that, all I'm saying is this is teaching you how to navigate these kind of relationships. This is teaching you how to navigate these kind of relationships. Learn now and save yourself some fucking time. Because you are going to have another friend that is doing stuff that you don't like. And you can either deal with it or you can say, hey, I don't like when you do this. Can you change that up for me? And they're going to either say yes or no. And then you get to choose if you're going to rock with them or move. Don't accept nothing less than you deserve from anybody. Even me. You give me feedback all the time, right? Mom, I don't like this. And because I don't take it and I reject it, now you go into your friendships. And even if you do say, hey, I don't like that, they don't have to correct it. Let's change that. You don't accept treatment from people that you don't deserve. They need to rise the fuck up. And if they level up to your standards, then they level up, period. So it's a win-win for them. Being fake and two-faced, it ain't it. Does that make sense? And when you say she wants to control the flow of the conversation, I wrote down, why can't you figure out how to have inclusive conversations? Why can't y'all have conversations that all of you can participate in? Not, I'm asking a question, not over here, not over here. For the time that you guys are together, just like the totality of your sleepover, I only want 1 hour. The totality that you are with, why can't y'all talk about something you're all interested in? There's got to be something for that time. That way she doesn't know how, Angel. That's why we're going to work together. She doesn't know how.
I just feel like
You feel like what? I'm trying to solve a problem and you're coming up with limitations? I feel that way too.
no, that's not the thing. But it's like, why does my mom have to help her? Why can't you just tell her mom and her mom fix it?
If her mom knew how to fix it, her mom created it.
Why does my mom have to be the thing? It's my mom.
Because I want better for you.
If you want to.
How can I fix a problem with other people if I can give you the skill and then you go fix it? You're not there.
But it's like if we have a sleepover and say that like it's the night after the party and we like hanging out and all that stuff, and then the next day we have this conversation, it's gonna be like I was being fake the whole time.
No, we're having a conversation that night. Ain't nobody going to sleep before that conversation takes place. Don't you worry.
I'm ready for that one.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be girls sitting around clearing the air. We just clearing the motherfucking air. So she knows where you stand, you know where, and I'm not gonna say any of the things that I say to you. I'm gonna get down to the what is this friendship really looking like? And we will resolve like, okay, well then Angel's no longer coming out to play, and she'll understand. Cause she don't really like you either. Both of y'all are trying to make the best of a fucked up ass situation, and what you will find is as you go through life, there's always gonna be another. There's always gonna be another. And there's always going to be another Angel. And everybody's being a fake ass friend. I don't want you to be in fake friendships because they're not fulfilling. I want you to be in authentic friendships and relationships, but authentic friendships so that you always feel good in your friendships. And they know what they're doing because you know how to bring it up. But if you can't take a very real situation that you're experiencing and I teach you how to do it, I'm teaching you. They benefit. You're welcome. That's the value of being Angel's friend. Her mom is the fucking shit. Even being Angel's enemy, you still getting benefits. But in order for me to teach you, they got to learn too. So you can go.
Do you get my problem with it though?
Yes, I get your problem. Do you understand my resolution?
Can you tell me what my problem is with it though?
Ooh, you want me to demonstrate understanding?
Yeah, no, what is my problem? Why don't I want her?
Because you don't like her and she smacks.
No, it's not. Right.
I'm just repeating you back to you. I was being a jerk. Your problem is you don't like her. You want that private space with her. Your sleepover was your intimate moment with her where you can bring her into your home. You can show her how you live. You can introduce her to your family on a level that she's never had exposure to. You guys can, share your inside jokes. The energy around a birthday party is completely different than the energy around a sleepover. Y'all get to kick it, and just relax around each other. And that's not the space that you want to invite someone that you don't like into. So it's completely killing the energy. I understand 1,000% because I want to resolve this. And look, the only way that I'm going to get this is I'm going to have a space with you. And I guarantee you, Angel, allow me to tell you that this is not going to ruin your birthday party. It's going to enhance it. Or your money back, guaranteed.
I feel like we should just have a conversation before the birthday party. So she doesn't have to buy me anything first.
No, we're going to have it at the sleepover. That is my requirement.
It's going to happen, or there's no sleepover at all. Mom said.
You said that it's for the vibe and stuff. That's the point. And then if she's there, it's gonna mess up the vibe. And then I have to deal with that. I don't want to.
It's not
and
going
you said
to,
because
Angel.
it's convenient. I'm telling you, you can literally go over there right now.
It's not about that.
But
That's what you need to understand. It has to happen, or it doesn't happen at all. Can't come over until this happens.
And you understand I'm putting you in an uncomfortable situation. I'm making you face your problem head on. I'm forcing you to. You literally have this little girl coming to your birthday party and you don't like her.
Just because she asked to. If you don't want her there, why are you appeasing someone that you don't want?
So I'm utilizing the sleepover because this is another situation that you're being shady. Shh. Top secret. You're being fucking shady, and so is. Stop it. That's why. Stop being her. You don't move like that. Like you said, I'm your mom. You don't move like that. So I'm forcing you to move with ethics.
Integrity.
With integrity. I'm forcing you to, that's why. And in that, we'll have an uncomfortable conversation to end an uncomfortable situation. One uncomfortable conversation can end an uncomfortable situation. And I just said a quotable so we can end it at that. Boom, at an hour.